If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. I'm on my way to 1,000 subscribers. Almost there. Almost there. You guys are great. I really appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Thanks so much. I stream every Tuesdays and Thursdays on Twitch. The link is in the description below. You also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I would really appreciate it. If not, it's all right. Just enjoy this video. All right. All right. I got damn near 2 pages of stuff in this episode. 2 pages. Logain, man. Logain. This dude. Oh, man. This dude. I don't think he's done, man. I don't think he's done. I'll just say that up front. I think he still has power within him. I'll save that. I'll save more of that for later on in this video. Whew, Logain, man. Logain. This scene right here.
What does a crown mean to the Dragon Reborn?
Those are some words right there. Those are some words right there, man. Are you kidding me? What does the crown mean to the Dragon Reborn? You can take your crown. I don't need it. Come on, now look at my powers. I don't need a crown. I don't need that. Come on, that doesn't mean anything. I have superpowers, man. Get out of here with that. Whew. Logain, man. I'm gonna keep saying that too, so just brace yourself for all the times I say Logain, man. Logain. Logain tells him
they should be following me, not fighting me.
Logain, I mean, come on, look at his powers. But they don't know. That's the thing. Like, he thinks he's the Dragon Reborn, okay? The Aes Sedai think that he's just another phony. They've dealt with phonies before, so that's what they think. They just continue to think that he's a phony. There has to be a way for them to tell the difference. There has to be a way for them to tell who is really the dragon. The 2 shadows come and they tell him that the king is going to betray them, just like his family did and his sister. When I heard the sister, I'm thinking to myself, I'm thinking one of the sisters is his sister. Yeah, I said it. One of the sisters is his sister. Yes. And I'm sticking by it too. I'm sticking by it. Whew. Listen to the music in this part.
Broke the world. But I plan to bind it.
That music hits hard, man. That music hits hard. Or it slaps, like you young folks will say. It really slaps. Another thing I noticed, which is probably nothing, the ring. Does that have anything to do with men's powers? I don't think the men have their version of the White Tower. So I don't think that ring that you see on Logain's hand, I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think he's just wearing a ring. I could be wrong. Another thing I noticed on my rewatch.
He plugged his ears with weaves of
He
air.
plugs his ears so he can't hear anything. He plugged his ears with the weaves of the air so he didn't have to hear anything. He didn't hear any of their conversations, or he might have been, but he silenced himself. That's cool, man. That is cool. Sometimes I wish I had that power. So they're trying to bring Logain to the White Tower for trial.
Bring him to the tower for trial. She will decide what he deserves, not us.
To me, there's no reason to. You see he has the power. Okay? You see he has the power. They're not going to let him keep the power. So what's the deal with the trial? I could be wrong. I don't know. Is there a way for the Aes Sedai to allow him to keep the power after the trial? I don't know. But what's the deal with the trial? Because it seems like every man who has the one power, it corrupts them, according to the Aes Sedai. So I don't know if there's even a reason for the trial. I don't know. And there's some drama going behind the scenes. With the almond at the White Tower and Moraine and Land, because she wants them back to the tower. She was going to go herself to get them back to the tower. So there's some drama going on there. I don't know what it is, but there's some drama going on between Moraine and the almond. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens there. What happened? There's something going on with Moraine. I don't know what it is, but there's another sister that has some drama with Moraine. You see, you hear a conversation between, I don't remember her name, and her ward. Something happened between them two. So it's making me think that Moraine is just a rebel. Moraine does things that she wants to do, and she doesn't really listen to what needs to be done. But she does it in a good way. Like, she does things that are good, but she does it in her own way, if that makes any sense. That's why she has drama with the almond siege, and this lady right here. I forget her name, the one that healed her in the beginning. In this scene right here, the one girl says,
False or no, his strength is more than anything I've ever seen.
Logain, man. I'm telling you, he's not done. He's not done. That's what I'm thinking. Logain is not finished with his powers, man. Man. This dude, man. I have to stop for a second. There's a few scenes in this episode with Logain, and you can see him fighting back the thoughts of the dragons that are talking inside of him. He's strong, man. The dude is strong. He's keeping them at bay. But how long would that have lasted? That's the question. How long would that have lasted? He's doing a great job so far, but I don't know, man. And the thing is, man, I'm going to mention it again. The comment section. I love you guys. The comment section just keeps saying, you haven't even seen anything yet. Every time I see some new powers, man. Every time I see some new powers. From Logain, from Moraine, from Insane. I don't know the names. But you guys in the comment section keep telling me, nah, man. Nah, that's not the true power. You haven't seen anything. And I'm telling you, it gives me chills. It gives me the R.L. Steins. It gives me the goosebumps. Every time I read a comment like that, it gives me the R.L. Steins, man, the goosebumps. Oh, man. I love to read those comments. And listen, man, we haven't even scratched the surface yet. Logain? Nah. That's child's play compared to what you're going to see later on. When I read that, I'm getting goosebumps now, man. Oh, man. But I'm going to keep saying Logain because he's the most powerful one I've seen so far. The most powerful one I've seen so far, man. It took seven sisters. It took 7 sisters to take him down, man. I'll say 8 sisters. It took 8. Because Nynaeve was there too. 8. And you guys keep telling me you haven't seen anything yet? Oh, and this is only season 1. This is only season 1. And I haven't seen anything yet. I haven't seen anything yet when it comes to the one power or the true power. You're joshing me, man. I can't wait. I can't wait to see more, man. Oh no. So in this scene, I noticed that the dagger keeps calling to Matt. And you can hear it. It sounds like he's calling to Matt. And it seems like Matt's just jonesing to kill someone. Now, of course, it's the dagger, the cursed dagger, that's making him think these thoughts. But it just seems like he just wants to kill. Every time he sees somebody, he goes right for that dagger. But in this scene, it sounds like. Listen. Do you hear that? It sounds like the dagger is calling to Matt. Just like it did when he was in the Shadga Lagoth. In the Shadow City. Liandrin is talking to Nynaeve. She's explaining some of the colors.
There's the blue Asha.
And why Moraine picked her color.
Really. They're nothing more than little spies who exaggerate their own importance.
She's bad news. And Nynaeve knows it. She can sense it. And from the conversations she's been having with everybody, she just wants to do things her own way. She doesn't want to do things by the book. She wants to do things her way. She wants to just kill whatever man has the one power, just wants to kill them and get on with her life and not have to worry about taking them to the tower for trial. That's what she seems like she's bad news. So in this scene right here, I love this line.
What greater revenge against violence than peace? What greater revenge against death than life?
That line is great. It seems like she knows what happened with Perrin. That's bringing me back. That's bringing me back to her maybe having dreams. And she is really a dark friend. She's trying to get into his good graces. So she actually might be the dark friend. And not Taika Waititi. So I think it might be her. She knows he used an axe.
Has your life been better?
She knows what to say.
Worse, since you picked up that axe.
But I really like her character. I really like her character. But I think she might be a dark friend. This part had me almost in tears my second time watching it because I know what happens to the girl. No, we know what happens to the girl. So it almost had me in tears when she was talking about Begita, who is the name that she gave to the doll, and she's giving it to Matt to take along. And she says this line right here. This is what almost had me in tears, because she says,
Begita's always wanted to see the world.
That part right there almost got me. It didn't, but it almost got me. Because it's almost like she wants to see the world. The little girl wants to see the world. She wants to grow up and leave her family and just travel and see the world. And now she's never going to get that chance. That's why it almost got me. Thinking about that. Is Begita another character in the show? Another character in the books? Is that why she named her Begita? Or there's a reason? Is there? I don't know. We're going to find out later on. I don't want any spoilers. Like I said, you guys have been fantastic with commenting without spoiling. There have been some times where I've come across a comment that says, why did you spoil that? So then I'll stop reading comments for a little while, right? But I'll go back. I have not read any spoilers yet. And I'm grateful for it. You guys have been amazing. And sometimes somebody will say something in the comment section, not thinking it's a spoiler. All right. And I understand. Okay. I understand. All right. You don't think it's a spoiler. So you write it down, but then somebody else says, oh, wait, what are you doing? That's a spoiler. Delete that, delete that. So I just want to let you know, I haven't read any major spoilers. I haven't really read any spoilers at all. So I just really appreciate you guys because you are helping me a lot. I do not want to watch anything on YouTube, or I don't want to look anything up because I'm afraid. This is a show I don't want spoiled for me at all. There are some things that I ask questions about, and you guys have been helpful. I was actually watching, I'm gonna get to this now. I was actually watching a little of the Dusty Wheel show. And I thank you guys in the comments section for pointing me towards his channel. I was watching a little bit, listening to it rather. Okay. And I just kept saying to myself, something's going to happen that's going to spoil something. Something's going to be said that's going to spoil something for me. It might be an accident. So I turned it off. But before I turned it off, all right, I did hear a question that was asked by the host, and I thought about it. The question he asked to the panel that he was with was, do you think Matt was responsible for the death of the family? And I immediately thought to myself, not only Matt is responsible, but the other two guys are responsible. You know there's a fade on your heels chasing after you, okay? You know. So why would you take the chance of staying with a family, not just one guy by himself, not just a girl by herself? It's a family of 4 at a farm. Why would you take the chance of leading a fade to the family? That is something that you need to think about before you do. If you're ever in a situation like that, hopefully anybody watching this is never in a situation like that. That's something that happens a lot in the horror movies, but they lead the fade to that family. And I was thinking that's the reason why they wanted to sneak in at night to sleep in the barn. They didn't want to attract the family because they wanted to be as secretive as possible, so they didn't pose any danger to the family. But once the family came into play, you should have just left. You should have just left. You 3 guys, Matt, Rand, and Thom, you guys are responsible for the death of that family. The fade killed them. But it was because of you, the fade found them and killed them. That's all I'll say about that. I still love the 3 characters, but you're the reason why they're dead. That's it. I will say that. Dusty Will, you're doing a great job, man. The little bit I watched, I'm afraid to watch your channel, man. I'm afraid. I don't want anything spoiled for me. And I know you have no spoilers for the books on the one side. And I'm scared, man. I'm scared. I don't want anything spoiled for me because it'll only take one little thing to mess up the show. I don't want anything spoiled. One word can spoil something huge, and I don't want that. But I really enjoyed what I saw of your channel. If you want to invite me on, I'll come on to your channel and we can just have a conversation. And also, I want to give a shout out to another Wheel of Time channel on YouTube, Unraveling the Pattern. The host invited me onto the show, so hopefully we can make it happen. I'm a non-book reader. I keep hearing that these hosts invite non-book readers onto their shows, and hey, I'm available. You just let me know what day, what time, and I'm there. Just let me know. Owen was Thom's nephew. I didn't catch that the first time. So that's why he knows so much about what happened to him, because that was his nephew. And he can see the same thing happening to Matt that happened to his nephew. Thom is such a great character. This right here is a great line. Rand says, "You know a lot for a simple gleeman." And this line right here.
We call ourselves Gleeman because a silly name makes us less frightening. Nothing is more dangerous than a man who knows the past.
Thom has some great lines too. They just great. The writing in the show is great. The writing in this show is great. I just hope it continues. Lan is talking to Moraine, and he says,
He is 10 years too old, at least. Is he as strong as Egwene?
so Egwene is insanely powerful. We haven't seen any of her powers yet. Just a little bit. You had a little taste in episode 3. But after that, we haven't seen anything from her yet. Another thing I noticed, since they've been separated, Egwene and Perrin have not come into any danger. They haven't been faced with anything. The other two groups, they got a Fade after them, a girl in the tavern that wants to kidnap them and take them to the Dark One, a battle going on with the Aes Sedai. That's something. There's been 2 episodes since they were separated, and since then, no danger has come to Egwene and Perrin. They've been fine. They've been fine. But the other 2 groups, nah, no good. No good. That's just a thought. I just wanted to throw that in there. I just wanted to write it down when I saw it. So this was something I didn't notice the first time, and thank you to the comment section that pointed it out to me. Matt's blade doesn't have any blood on it. So those people who think that he might have killed the family, the blade doesn't have any type of blood on it. But there's blood on the Fade's sword. So that pretty much tells us that, yes, it was the Fade who killed the family. Thank you, comment section. I already thought that Matt didn't kill the family. I thought it was the Fade. Oh, you can hear. Another thing the comment section pointed out to me. You can hear the Fade teleport between the shadows. Like, I didn't know they had that capability. But they have the power to teleport. Thank you, comment section. I heard it in this episode, in this part right here. You can hear it, and then you can see it. He's on the top, he's on the rafters, and then he's down by the steps. So yes, he teleports. Man, I can't wait to see more of these Fades too. When they started fighting, my man Thom and this Fade, I just give me like 10-15 minutes of this knife fight. I want to see. Matter of fact, I hope the start of the next episode, it starts, bam, what's going on with the Fade and what's going on with Thom. It just cuts to them still in the knife fight. They're both tired. Because we don't see Thom. After Rand and Matt ride away on these horses, we don't see Thom anymore. So I think that would be perfect. Start the next episode with, they're still in the knife fight in the building, in the house. And I want to see what happens. I want to see Thom kill this Fade. I want to see how he does it. So that's how I would start the next episode. What's going on with Thom and the Fade? That would be beautiful. Yes, do it. If it's already done, it is already done. Change it. Change it to what I just said. Reshoots, baby. Reshoots. If you need me, listen. I'll be there. I'll help you. If you're not sure what scenes to throw in, I'll help you out. I'm pretty good. Look at my editing. Another thing that was brought up to me was the Fade might be scared. He might be hiding from Matt and his blade. Because he's hiding in the shadows. But then that thought immediately left my mind when he came down. He was like, all right, you know what? The other one's here. Yeah. It's time for me to go down and show them what I'm all about. Then the Fade comes down. So I don't think he was scared at all. I could be wrong about that, but it seems like he was just waiting for Rand to come in. He was just waiting for Rand to come into the house looking for Matt, and then he went to attack. I think that's what it was. I don't think he was scared. I think he was just waiting for both of them to be in the same spot. Also, the blood on the wall in this part right, in this scene right here, it's probably nothing. But I was looking at this spot on the wall for a little while, trying to find something. Because that blood splatter on the wall is it's a little odd. So I was looking at this for a little while, trying to figure something out. But it's probably nothing. If you figured something out in this blood splatter here, let me know in the comments below. Now, I picked up on this right here. It's probably nothing. I don't know if it's fan service for people that have read the books, but these torches right here are perfectly... Her head is perfectly in the middle of these two torches, right? Liandrin's talking, and these two torches are right there, and her face is right in between them. I don't know if that's fan service, if that's something that has anything to do with the books. Listen, I'm analyzing these episodes on my second watch, so that's why I thought I'd throw that in there too. I noticed that, and I was figuring, hey, you know what? Mention it in the video, write it down. It could be absolutely nothing, or it could be fan service. I don't know. Maybe. This part right here, I'm using my headphones on my second watch, and I hear a whisper, and it sounds like it's telling Logain, Moraine Sedai. Listen to this. It sounds like someone's whispering to him, Moraine Sedai. Listen to it again. And when I heard that, I immediately thought he got captured on purpose. He let them capture him. And that's why he's just chilling in the cage. And somebody's doing research on all these sisters. And finally, Moraine Sedai. I don't know why, but Moraine Sedai was whispered to Logain. That's what it sounds like. And we see they have a conversation. So my immediate thought when I heard that was he got captured on purpose because he needed to know something about one of the sisters, and Moraine was the one. Moraine was the one. He even smiles in this part too. As soon as he hears that whisper, he smiles. You can see him smiling. Man, I'm having so much fun going back. I'm having so much fun going back and listening and watching carefully to certain things. This is great. Now this scene right here, listen to this.
I can hear them when I channel. All of them. Whispers
I
of
did not
1,000
notice
dragons that preceded me, 1,000 lives.
the first time that he's saying the things that are talking to him, the things he hears, the things he saw that we see. Matter of fact, at the beginning of the episode, talking to him, are the dragons of old. They're teaching him to do better. That's the voices that he hears in his head. Moraine doesn't buy that. But that's interesting. And that's what causes these guys to go insane. The constant voices in their head. He's able to control them to some extent, though. That's the thing. He's able to control them. And then Moraine says this.
It's a pinprick of candlelight against the raging sun that will be the dragon reborn.
That just gives me goosebumps, man. That gives me goosebumps. That's just a trickle of his power. That's just a trickle of what the dragon reborn is capable of. And that's why when I see that comment section saying you haven't seen anything yet, that gives me the R.L. Steins, man. It looks like the one sister can see the spikes, and that's why she's able to shield the other two, but the other two can't see them. Or is she only capable of shielding? I don't think so, but I could be wrong. It seems like she's the only one that can see the spikes coming towards them. That's why she shields the other two and she gets impaled. So it seems like she can see more than the other Aes Sedai. This scene right here. The music. I'm telling you, the music in the show. Fantastic. Fantastic. Now, after Nynaeve does her whole Super Saiyan thing, he says,
Like a radiant sun.
I have to go back and watch those episodes again because I feel like I've heard that. I've heard that line somewhere. At some point in the show, I could be wrong, but I feel like I have heard that line somewhere before. Let me know. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section if that line has been said by somebody else, because I feel like it has. Like a raging sun. She's powerful, man. She loses her braids too. Does that mean anything? Because the braided hair club, right? You get your hair braided. So there has to be like, listen, you can't remove these braids. You can't remove these braids anymore. This is how you need to have your hair look from now on. But she loses it after she uses her screaming power. So I don't know if that's anything. I just wanted to throw that in there because we see her hair's down now. No more braids. She's not part of the braided hair club anymore. I don't know. Oh no, she's becoming an Aes Sedai. She doesn't like that either. Look at her eyes. She looks mad. Whew. I haven't seen anything yet. Haven't seen anything yet according to you guys in the comment section. Any powers. These are just child's play. Whew. I can't wait to see more. I cannot wait to see more of the one power, of the true power, more of these characters as they evolve into the show. Man, I can't wait. This is great. This is great. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching my long videos. They're just going to get longer. So if you're not a fan of long videos, I'm sorry. You might just have to fast forward, or I don't know. But I really do appreciate you guys putting up with my nonsense and just commenting and not spoiling anything for me. Listen, if you want to watch me live, if you want to ask me questions live, we can talk about the show. We can talk about anything. We can talk about video games. We could just talk about different book series that you guys like, things that you might find interesting and you might think I will find interesting. Because listen, bottom line is, I don't want to lose you guys after the show is over. All right? You guys are great, and I want to keep giving you content that you're going to enjoy and you want to keep coming back for. So please let me know in the comment section, what else do you want me to cover? You know, I do reviews on this show. I do reactions on this show. So please let me know. Twitch.tv/treadinglightly if you want to catch me live. Tuesdays and Thursday nights. The link is in the description below. Like I said, we can talk. You can ask me questions. We could just relax. It's a very chilled environment. And that's what I want to give out there. That's what I want this channel to be. That's what I want my Twitch channel to be. So feel free to come and watch me on Twitch. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. All those links are in the description. I love you guys. I thank you guys for watching. Logain, man. Logain. I cannot wait for the next episode. Episode 5 coming on Friday.